just because it's nerves. It's kind of like right before a game starts, you're excited. You're like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom or something. And the game starts, and you forget about that, or you forget about your worries.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to get in right now. We're at Champion Selecto, Dig versus NRG. Tom Kench and GP will find themselves on the ban list here. I'm really excited what these guys have to show.
Yeah,
Just
especially
like a new school year where we get to learn everything
they
different.
teased it a little on the analyst desk, but Poppy kind of sliding under the radar.
Yeah, I
Such a
mentioned it
strong
last
champion
game.
right now.
Nobody's even banning, picking.
Definitely, it's a flex pick. It has a ton of utility. She's got really good base damages as well, so you can build her full tank and still do a significant amount of damage.
You saw Noxiac in his interview after playing it. He said, yeah, I think it's the strongest support right now. I don't know why other people don't play it as much. But that's personal preference. I'm sure not all supports feel that she is the best at the moment. Definitely strong, and we may see her here in this game. Rek'Sai, a third ban for Dignitas. One final one as Raz takes to the book here as the team discusses with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, very, very common blue side or pink, red side bans here. Gangplank and Rise off the table. Let's see, what else is up? So many of those powerful AD carries right now. I don't even know if it's worth targeting one of them. Another jungler. So the two most common, Rek'Sai and Elise, so far off the board. And here we go. We finally may delve into the AD carry jungler pool.
Or they are, I should say.
Kindred is so strong right now if you get used to her and if you get the timing down on her ultimate. I mean, it kind of brings back one of the aspects that was sort of lost from the game when Kayle kind of fell out of favor. The very good timing on saving teammates, but it adds another layer because it does affect the other team as well. So you have to be very careful about saving your team while not denying your team. You know, everybody staying in for the heal or making the choice to actually run away and try and gain distance. Weigh your options there. She really does make the game extremely interesting. She also has a whole bunch of early game presence and is a lot about snowballing early pressure.
It's going to be against a Fiora and a Lucian. Definitely has some dashing and
I mean.
Dip diving targets. Yes, they. We'll represent both of them. It'll be another Rek'Sai Hishi thing. Kirei and Shifter now to pick up what they can bring to the table.
All right, standard lock-ins here. Very strong open Fiora pick here. Blind Fiora up in the top lane. She's pretty easy to move around any sort of matchup. Very, very versatile bottom lane here. Extremely defensive. So hard to gank an Alistar Ezreal lane. So you are kind of setting yourself up for Team Dignitas to leave that lane alone unless you see an opening, in which case Alistar can also set up ganks very well.
Yeah.
And Ezreal with his Arcane Shift can even capitalize very well.
It fits Kiwi Kid. We got the Flash Pulverizes in this game. I won't be disappointed.
Gank by Mom's Aerith?
Is it?
Blind? The blind gank by Mom's Aerith?
Blind Xerath? Do it. Maybe he's like, I'm up against that Ezreal. I know it right now. Chana, we just saw played by Adrian last game.
So they're already facing 2 AD carries, so they know they're going to be facing some siege pressure. So NRG now need to be thinking about where are we going to get our wave clear from? Are we going to try and split push on it, or are we going to try and have our hard engage? But definitely wave clear should be paramount. They have already got Lucian, which is decent, but long cooldown on the calling.
This is one of those champions Shifter can definitely put down some damage on if he gets going with Cassiopeia. Saw a lot of Anivia out from Worlds as well from Frog and Peke and the likes.
Wow.
Continuing on. And Malphite is actually also locked in. So you see the Dignitas 5 here as we have a mid lane counter coming in.
Some very well set up battle lines here for Team Dignitas with the 2 AD carries at the back, Alistar and Malphite on the front line, and Shifter in mid controlling the mid line here with the Anivia. This is just a very well-rounded team fight. They also have a lot of sieging options there. And obviously Anivia's wave clear is
that'll prevent
strong to say the least.
Thrown into their own base if NRG does get ahead here. 20 seconds left to pick. It's all on Conquan. What will be in the hands of GBM for a first game here in the North American LCS? Could have been a Victor, could have been a Vhagar, switching around the bottom side of the champion select here.
I do like Victor. You're going to put a lot of pressure on Kindred to time her ultimates well with Victor, and you can oftentimes bait out ultimates and force cooldowns here.
Get a Nivea style wave clear. I get this Victor style from Victor, if you will.
The wave clear, yeah, the wave clear is definitely there early on as well. Very curious to see what Shrimp will do on Lee Sin because, as I said, super excited to see what he can pull out. This is one of the all-stars from the North American Challenger League going up against one of the guys that's an imported European Challenger Series.
Yep.
A jungler in Kire.
Few imports here for these guys coming in. Smitty J as well from Europe. We'll get into the backgrounds a little bit more as we get into game, but looking at these compositions, kind of what's that Fiora Malphite matchup that you're looking at in the top lane?
I mean, Fiora, especially if the Fiora can get an early lead or even just get some good vital procs, she can control that lane extremely easily and push in the Malphite. Later, Malphite is going to bring, obviously, a lot of teamfight utility.
A little more womp and stomp.
The ultimate, but I'd say, yeah, Fiora should be able to control it, you know, depending on jungler intervention. And then Malphite, once he hits level 6, really combos well with jungler intervention.
It's unstoppable. Remember to weigh in on this match over on Twitter. Send hashtag DIGWin or hashtag NRGWin to @LOL Esports. We'll check where the fan vote stands in a few minutes as we get this one rolling. There's the picks and bans once again on your screen. Now we'll see who can use their composition better for these teams' first time on the stage here for the Spring 2016 split. Let's hear it for NRG and Dignitas going live right now. We are on the rift for Game 3 of the day here in Week 1. And we'll see what these two new teams can put on the table, Dig and NRG.
Yeah. Now I'm really actually curious to see how the top lane swings because, I mean, we have had people just pick Malphite and sort of absorb the lane and just be whatever up there, you know, trying to go even, maybe slow push with their Sunfire Cape, but if the Fiora is higher skilled than the Malphite, it does get easy for her to control.
Right. Potions of Corruptions to start for both of them. A little tick of talk up there in the top lane that they'll get with each of those uses.
I like this. First mark goes on the jungle, on the jungler there. It's typically, besides the support, the lowest health enemy champion. Also, you have the highest chance of running into them in multiple lanes. Also, you don't give away where you're going to focus. Technically, I guess you could go for some mind games, mark the top laner and then camp bottom. But marking junglers, that's common. Take a look at this top side start here. We are going to have a lane swap. Pretty blind lane swap here, yeah. Nothing's going to be given away. And the Ezreal Alistar going top side should be able to farm up just fine.
That would be great if Smitty can actually get through a laning phase without having too much trouble. It's funny that Keyray and Smitty J are actually in that lane, or in that jungle together. They actually played against each other previously in Europe. Now teammates. See if they can get along.
First death ray dodged. Good sign for him. I think it's mostly just because Alistar in lane takes a lot of poke from a Janna Lucian combo. So I think that's the main reason they were trying to get away from it. Ooh, Apollo not going to be able to do that first, yes.
Nope. Nice dodge as well.
Oh, or misses. Are these all misses?
Can't hit any if you don't miss a few, right? Gotta keep trying. Not all of them are gonna go down. Conquan.
A little bit late, though. They've cleared out the entire jungle already.
Can't really give too much harass, just a bit of knowledge that they basically already knew starting through the jungle.
Giving small hits over to the top laner so you can use some gold.
The minion wave says no for Conquan. Force to use the Storm Shield to get out. Slow moves, missing minions, but trying to get a little bit.
You use mana to try and last hit, and your projectile's too slow to get it as well. Double heartbreaker right there.
Whose fault is that, Kobe? Whose fault?
Not bad.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, I was going to say, Chris has to start moving down towards the spot side now as Shrimp takes blue, because that top turret is already have 3 members of Dignitas on it. They should be able to drop it a bit faster here. We'll see if the Storm Shield provides the bit of damage they were lacking and time for getting there late.
Oh, look at that juicy mark for Kindred. So easy, right in the river. Going to be able to pick it up easily. Kindred players very, very happy with getting those easy to take ones.
You saw a ping as well. I think somebody's telling GBM
Right off the bat.
that mark is just above you, and that's Kiray's path if he wants to come and kill you. GBM can hover down towards the river if he needs to, and it's not even actually an option for Kiray. He goes towards that top side. Looks like he's just going to start denying a bit.
Yep, both turrets pretty much at the same time go down, and both top laners getting the solo gold.
Even Stevens around the map. A little bit harder for Smitty here. He wasn't picking up much as Chris did. Get a few CS in that bottom wave push, but not a big deal. He'll be able to soak everything up he needs just now. 21 to 18 in the mid. That's not going too far. Shifter's actually in a nice spot to not get ganked, so he'll just hang out here for a while.
Farm on up in Anivia. Always happy to do that.
Oh! When you're farming, that is. It's definitely one of the harder auto attacks to farm with. That's
true.
Easy to say for sure. Very slow.
Meanwhile, we have the exact same.
Oh! No! God!
We need to get off this lane. Oh my God. Woo! There. Woo.
It's all right.
All right. Besides that, though, mirrored lane swaps here. Both swapping their AD carries back to the other lanes to get those outer turrets. But really, that is the story of the game. The difficult CSing in mid lane right now.
You just kind of go through a lane. You try to use the least amount of abilities to mess up the minion wave, and then when you're forced to and you still miss, man. He's only 5 down, though. Not too bad. Not even missing a full wave just yet. Should be able to hit 6 near the same time and keep things clean.
Both the teams going along the standard safer path. Send everybody over to that side when you go to take a turret so that you don't get turned around on, you don't get teleported on deep with the enemy top laner. And they're cleaning the jungle at a similar rate. Shrimp is a little bit down. Shrimp also hasn't upgraded the smite item, so Kiray is getting that much more ahead. It's a small amount, but it does stack up as when you upgrade your jungle item. You do get even more experience out of those camps. Pretty good to go that route when you are doing lane swaps where you're probably not going to fight people. The reason why people often take the long swords and stuff before upgrading your smite is if you want to fight people, you want to get that kill.
Yeah, and you can fit so many in your pocket.
Every time we come back, I feel so bad for him. You think the observers are like, he's about to miss another one.
You know what? As a low gold player, it makes me feel really good, Kobe.
I wonder, I really want to check his masteries and runes, see if he's taking savagery, see if he's taking any kind of extra AD. Here we go. A little bit of collaboration mid from both teams. 3-on-3. Let's get the fireworks started.
Yo. Oops. Oh, looks like they ejected the fireworks out a little too soon. Shrimp takes the Sonic Wave back in. Oh, the Resonating Strike gets him killed. 1 for 1 so far. The chase coming in from Kiray and Shifter. It could be the lockdown if he gets one more Flash Frost over the wall. There it is. Oh, almost hitting the coattails of Conquan there, but they get out alive. Fights back and forth and some flashes.
Yep, got the first blood bonus. It looks like everybody's smelling
hello. A level 3.
Yeah, kill him.
Oh, 3 to 6. He's not going to make it all right.
They're like,
Flash there as well.
Face check the Malphite. Oh, wait a second. He's only level 3.
You don't have to use too much math to win that one. But good roam there. Good thought by Altec actually to make a play for himself as well. Kind of risky as an AD carry to just go diving into a jungle by yourself.
Yeah, using your dash over a wall into Fog of War.
Got to be real sure. He gets himself a little bit of pressure. They just know where Smitty J is and what they're preventing him from doing right now. He still has that level 6 to get to, but Kiray very well for himself. 35 to 23 in CS. He's also been in Shrimp's jungle quite a bit this game, and he's got that level 6 first. Yep,
stacking up charges. Also, you know, Dignitas are happy to wait on the tier Ezreal to stack up, the Anivia to try and build Rod of Ages. And the gold being even here might take a big swing just because Dignitas have very big waves pushed up right now. So sometimes your leaderboard is a little misleading because the minion waves build up so big in lane swap scenarios. There could be 400 or 500 golds sitting around on the map ready to be taken by the enemy team that's not accounted for there as it gets closer and closer to the turret. So that's why we see these bigger swings.
He's got that ultimate full wave clear.
And in it. Oh, he did what? 45 damage. Got him. And he took more than that from Dignitas.
So we got NRG trying to put their foot down, start the neutral objectives off. Looks like they'll have this first one as well. Able to hold the top turret with Chris. He may actually get some help here from Conquan as he's going back early. Get sticky.
Another safe side Scuttle Crab proc there for the Kindred.
That's true. We got to keep marking those.
That just feels so good. Gets another free one. All right. I'm sorry, that's the most exciting thing for me right
So as a jungler, well, let's touch on that. How easy is it for NRG to actually play off of those? Because you do have kind of a visual of where she's going to be marking. Is it kind of a thing you don't worry about early, or do you try to focus?
This literally is the easiest it can be, because it's been on their lane swap side both times, or 2 times in a row. I actually didn't track the middle one, but yeah. So very nice, safe for them. Turret taking actually a lot of damage from the minions here, doing some work. Meanwhile, bottom side, it is going to be pushing towards NRG territory as well. So Dignitas have been able to get both top and bottom pushing in their favor, and they're trying to send Anivia back to mid lane to hold there. Not quite completing that Rod of Ages yet. Unlucky that he backed without quite enough.
That always feels pretty
Shifter.
bad. You want to buy something, but you can't. Jarman's Fist, the pickaxe as well for Chris. He's getting a bit more damage as he comes out. GBM has to be careful. He does not have too much help right now.
Yeah, good bait there from Shifter.
Oh, dear. Oh, that's a lot. Exhaust, ulti, ulti, exhaust. They made sure they got him, that's for damn sure. So he goes down 2-1 now. Dignitas uses a bit in the mid, and they should be able to get this turret, though, unless NRG feels like they can push back. They are not closing in to do so, though.
Easy collapse there for Dignitas, and that's definitely going to be a turret as well. We talked about just moments before. They had top and bottom pushing in their favor. The wave control for Team Dignitas earns them that kill right there. That's why everyone's always talking about wave control so often. Pushing the waves that occupies 2 members of NRG, 1 on top, 1 on bottom, and they collapse mid, get the kill, plus the objective. Just good macro play there from Team Dignitas. And as I talked about on the analyst desk, they wanted that to be the strength that we see from these guys. 2-1. Vision also sort of encroaching on NRG territory. Talk about how easy it is to keep up that defensive line. It is obviously warped by lane swaps, but Dignitas slow in retreating from top side.
I was about to say, for NRG, it's not a big mistake at all. It's tiny, tiny ones that are kind of working in Dignitas's favor here. With Dignitas having things set up and all in place, like you said, they work out that much better. It's up to NRG to kind of find an opening. Where can they come back to life within this game? They're only down 1,000 here. It could be a clean dragon fight. They have the AoE to do so, but so does Shifter. Definitely a tough team to fight against.
Yep. Shifter completed Rod of Ages. Start stacking now. They've also got the Ezreal upgrade here. Manamune done. So they're very happy to wait it out. Meanwhile, yes, Smitty J is getting trounced in CS here, but it's not that big a deal. As I said, he's Malphite. Pop the ultimate. The repercussions that it will have are if NRG are able to play the split push with the Fiora and actually gain an objective out of it through that pressure. It's very difficult, though, and Malphite going to try and hug turret, kill the minion wave, focus on that rather than harass, and just buy some time for those stacking components for the squad.
That's actually pretty big thumbs up for Dig to have Malphite down that low but still making moves across the map, kind of off the ball. We'll see if they can play it in the same court, though. If bottom lane is Chris and Smitty, it's not going to work out for good for Smitty at this point.
Yeah,
so
we'll see what happens
team
when he gets to the turret here. Because Chris, the 2-level advantage, gold advantage, well, not 2 anymore. But Malphite is like one of the hardest champions to tower dive or create any sort of pressure at the turret. So Smitty should be just fine soaking up that giant wave down there.
Got it to it.
And the advantage earns nothing.
Oh, Key-Ray.
Oh, Shrimp
very low on energy here. He may not have enough to safeguard out. He has to use the flash. Now he has that. Conquan nicely getting in range. I don't think we had any flashes used on the side of Dig. Just Shrimp's flash down there.
Man, yeah. Kire with the early Swifty boots, too. Kindred's so good at chasing people down in the jungle. The extra move speed is going to make it very scary for anyone on energy out of place. do need to concentrate on keeping up those defensive wards.
Constant added pressure by Dignitas. I definitely like the style they're playing with right now. And they're not going in too hard on fights. Maybe old Dignitas, we would have seen them chase Shrimp all the way through down to the stairs of the base and be a little too far with Conquan there to save him. Here, Dig already in spot to take another one down. They find Shrimp knowing his flash was down, so take him down in his own home.
Yeah, Dignitas once again, they'll take a quick kill, burn a bunch of ultimates for the quick kill, but then take over blue buff, secure more. Kiwi Kid, so the headbutt was changed quite a while ago to mess with the delay. I'm going to chalk it up to that.
He just did it.
But, because he's played Alistar for a long time. He knows you can't knock things into that wall. He knows that things will go over that wall. So I think that was just, gotta get that timing down.
Getting it out early.
0 ping.
Start of the season. Get him out of here. We won't do that anymore. 30 seconds on to Dragon. Seems like it's been forever. It's only been the amount of time Dragon spawned. 6 minutes. We'll see if they can get a number 3 or number 2 here on the side of NRG. Seems like it could be possible. They're all coming out of base nice and fresh and ready to go to that bot side. It's going to be Apollo towards the top. I feel like he might be coming down after he clears this wave because the team will need him.
Yeah, it's looking actually pretty dire for NRG right now. Dignitas have a very good team fighting comp, as we said in Champ Select. It's very secure in a strong front line with well-distributed damage sources. And there goes Kiwi Kid. He hit that one. He hit that one.
Oh, Conquan almost goes down, a bit of unfocused on the target. It's a good ult by Smitty. He gets 2 that he needs, and Chris teleports in to be with the team. He didn't really have any other targets to get to, but he doesn't go down in the process. And it was Apollo to get over here quick before they started the fight, able to take down Shrimp.
Another kill, and then they back off.
Yep, they still got that top wave in their favor. That'll push a few more waves in, so NRG's gonna have to focus on that soon.
Yeah, Jungler should come back up pretty quickly here for NRG though, so wonder if Dignitas will invest some wards into the Dragon area. Number 1 is significant. They do want that buff nowadays. It's mid-game, so grabbing 1 is big. Red pings here from NRG though. NRG trying to continue their Dragon stacking. This is the one thing they do have going for them, and with 2 members top for Team Dignitas, it looks like they're ignoring the Dragon. Thank goodness going to give it over to NRG for some top lane presence. How fast can Apollo push that top lane though? Ezreal's going to try and gain the top secondary turret for this and give up the second Dragon, second Dragon, not third. In a little head. That's why they're giving it up. It's not providing a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's going to send everybody up to this top side.
Just use that true shot barrage to
and
clear
they
out
bring
the
a
turret.
trap on Chris.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Kiwi Kid gets antsy in the pantsy. He moved. It's all right. They get the turret. Nice riposte. Very well done. A bit of a slow. Smitty getting chased out here. I don't think Chaos Storm is going to reach him. The laser just missing on the outside. Smitty stays alive. He will have teleport to come back in and help the team with ultimate up. So he may be able to plan something, but it does not look like that's the case. He did get a ping onto Baron to get some vision down though.
Yeah, Rift Herald's still going to be up for a couple minutes here.
Rift Herald.
So they can just grab that one and then try and shove down the mid lane. Which I've seen the most use out of it was trying to crack the mid lane, which is really difficult. But let's see if they decide to siege up with the double 80 carries. Kindred's really short range, so a little difficult there.
Got him. So, even though he's missing the CS in lane, 145 to 145 there, and 3-0-1 for Shift. They're not letting any of that early game get in his head. He's just going as he pleases. A lot of wards here for NRG, though, have them forced into that bottom side of the jungle. The Dragon was easily able theirs to get, so it's just a bit of a residual vision there. Doesn't look like they'll be able to use it too much. Things just panning back out to the mid lane until we get another objective. Finally getting Apollo to match up with a team. Chris is cleaning up his handiwork in the top lane after a push. We'll see what this can do. Like you said, that Herald using it in the mid. See if Chris gets that down.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to try and use Chris, but it's been very difficult for him to really get much of an advantage besides just pressuring. Well, here we go. Ganked by Mom's got some friends.
A little surprised it didn't go harder on the mid lane.
Run them around for very long, though.
Dun.
Early Ghost.
He can run forever. Doesn't he have mechanical legs or something? Or is that just his arm?
Well, he gets tagged now, so he can't execute.
All right. He puts down the party tent. Nobody can run through it. And it looks like he may take 2 shots to get out of this one alive. He uses the speed up. That's going to be the true shot barrage. Vision still in place. Oh my God! See ya, Key-Ray. That's going to be GBM making his way out. Titanic Hydra Chris and the rest of the team in the top lane. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, ring around the rosy. GBM wins, and the team makes it out with a second-tier top turret.
No respect there from Kire. I talked about the trigger finger, you know, the elements from League that we kind of lost with Kale falling out of favor. He did not respect the burst from GBM, and no ult goes down.
Good choice to get the extra movement speed.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna kill him. 400 health. Boom, boom. Right into the laser. That's not too big. Oh, the Thunderlords and ulti dropping down. And Apollo used Flash, too, to miss. All right, small wins there for NRG. Still small wins, though. Dignitas,
hey, that's what
pretty good control.
That's what Dignitas was getting, the small little wins, and that's what started to get them a lead here. We didn't see any really big ones, and neither team is falling into that boat. It's just these small ones they're able to pick up an advantage on. Warhammer now picked up by Chris. He gets a bit bigger with some more turret gold. GBM feeling good after that. Actually boosted up Lucidity boots.
Yeah, GBM feeling pumped up now.
More summoners as well out of that. He's feeling real good.
When you make a great escape and you grab your kill on the way out.
Yep. Get back with some nice items into lane. Very close to having that Rylai's to facilitate more capture potential for his team. More plays for Shrimp to possibly make. It's been a quiet game for Shrimp this time. We were definitely looking at him to come out strong.
He's definitely been a liability for the team. Pretty much just a mark stack for Kindred thus far.
As of right now. That's where they're looking. Oh, he's in a spot to become a mark as well. I don't think Kindred's going to get the time to hit it. And it's going to be taken down with the ultimate as Shifter. Nice block by Kiwi Kid on the calling ultimate. It becomes the tickling on Kiwi Kid. 5-2, 2-1-30 into the game. Almost didn't know how to say time. And we have a 2,000 gold lead on the side of Dignitas. 1.5 minutes on the Dragon. A lot of this pressure towards the top side here. I think somebody else may go down quite soon, getting wards in.
Man, that is so rough. To be the challenger guy on the squad, just coming in for one game to try and hold.
Yeah.
Got 4 out of 5 deaths. Ooh. All right, this Baron, though, goes down quick.
We've seen the Howling Gales before.
So low, he's gonna die! I mean, you could just tank that by getting closer to Baron for somebody else when he starts getting low. Kiwi Kid, you good?
I'm good, I'm good.
It's all right. He was just executed. They do lose map pressure. Is this going to be a whole turret, though? I think. Yeah,
some people forget that dying is the fastest way to back.
Ah, and then you have to stay back for a while.
Hey, if it's early game, we used to see like Guardsman Bob just execute on his stream if you got like first blood or something. Real early in the lane, you just execute. You're in 8 seconds.
I think the Anivia wave clear might be enough here. Yeah. So they don't lose an objective for it. Just a little embarrassment.
Whoosh. That's going to be tough for them to take down.
Oh.
You're really on that CS today.
I don't know, man. I'm a jungler, so I'm not very good at it, but usually when I watch these games, it hit most of them.
Then why are junglers so good when they come to your lane at CSing?
More often than not, I'll concentrate so hard on trying to CS under the turret, I die to the level 6 mid laner that's there.
Oh.
That's like the first rule. It takes you many times to learn that lesson, but...
It's just gold, though. You want the experience, the gold, so good.
Exactly. And you don't want to look dumb missing CS.
So you just die for it. There you go.
Let's see here.
Dragon's up.
How's Chris split pushing looking? Not too impressive. NRG really struggling to come up with a game plan here. They really don't have any sort of front line. So when you don't have any sort of front line, especially when you're facing a double tank, double AD with a mid-range like Anivia, it's just, you don't really have any options for team fighting. You have to work around the map. You have to try and get some minion waves pushing in your favor, sneak objectives, use that split push pressure, get one-on-one duels rather than...
Oh, the flash for Flash, and he still catches Altec right on the edge. Kire gets blown apart by the laser, and then the culling. Good hits by Apollo to take down Shrimp. It's a double kill for Altec, though. If he can stay alive, big problems in here for Dig. That's the triple. The Quadra's not in range. And it looks like they're going to have to settle with the rest of the mid turret. Perfectly fine for NRG.
Gank by Mom does so much damage, and Altec there coordinating.
Two people deleted from
Very good focus fire from NRG to quickly eliminate these damage sources. And look at the scoreboard on Dignitas' side. Again, Kirei, no ultimate pops from Kindred. I don't think he's even used it.
That's true. Good eyes.
It's
Going
really
down so
tricky.
quick.
You have to put in a lot of work on that. That's the one like really difficult thing about her.
But you also don't want to be the guy to save the opponent.
Exactly. It's, you know, you gotta get good, Riv.
To make it happen right now. It's one of those alts. You think twice and you've already misused it. Unfortunate. We'll see again where it could have been.
Yeah, let's look at this because this is 5-on-4 starts it out. And Altec even gets hit. But man, look at this damage and focus fire right on those two.
Oh, he was in the party tag.
Yeah, we'll give him, okay, that was a little harsh. He was stunned the whole time. You get a freebie on that one, right into the gravity field. But man, NRG really able to focus on that, you know, small entrance right there. And Kirei jumped right into the gravity field, stunned up, no time.
Wow.
No time to pop off the ultimate.
Kirei now rapid fire. Looks like he's getting a phage next. His Swifties, as we said earlier. He'll be trying to do more damage for the team. That Rylai's is finished up on the side of GBM, so he is really helping the team now control those fights. Also, Altec to Apollo, 248 to 184.
That's
big discrepancy.
Massive. That really snuck up on me. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah,
Altec has been
2K gold lead for himself.
We were so concentrated on mid lane getting last hits, but NRG, I think that they've been intentionally feeding it to him because I think by Mom a little bit low numbers. So
that's
these
true.
Side lanes, then rotating Altec over to the side lanes to pick up a larger gold share, which is what a lot of Altec's teams have done, try and funnel money into him because he's so good in the team fight scenario. And now he's got 3 kills to back that up.
Yep.
And crit synergizing really well with his Essence Reaver. So he's peaking right now very, very hard with the cooldown reduction as well as crit.
He's had mainly good showings in his splits.
Yeah. I would almost say Kirei take a little bit more of a supportive role in the team fight now. At all costs, avoid getting stun locked so that you can use your ultimate on Altec. You keep Altec up. The damage output from him right now is insane.
Wow. Look at them play goal side to their own base. They've just routed Dignitas here, and they tried to get him actually in a retreat. Not a retreat, but pulling back.
But once again, both side waves controlled by Dig. They've got pushes on top and bottom.
Yep.
And now they just have to keep NRG there, pressure mid lane, and keep them running.
GBM just, all summoners, he just let it go. Flash, ghost, everything. Making sure he got out of that one alive as he thought he was the priority target. That's going to be a lot easier for Dignitas to do that again if they try next time. We've seen that Miramana finish up for quite some time on Apollo. He's been putting out good damage.
Baron,
Kill for the last fight.
Attempt number 2. Chris does have teleports. Is that a blue ward or it's a blue ward up on top, so you can't teleport to that.
Right, can't teleport to the far side wards. All the alterations.
Baron damage taking its toll.
Close, 4,100 right now on to Baron. No Callistus here.
Can we get headbutt Shrimp?
Shrimp to the outside. Shrimp missed his Q. He's got to walk in if he wants to get the smite. They're not going to go for the fight anymore. Shifts are close to Baron, but he de-aggros. Shrimp now the target, and he almost gets taken down. The movement shard does not keep him in place long enough. And back and forth, only Chris has gone down.
All that for a single kill again for Dignitas. That time, well played though. Kirei got his ultimate down, saved the life of his team member. Kiwi Kid survives this day. Baron does not claim another. But again, it's just a single kill. No objective afterward. And Altec returns to farm.
See if we can
He's
click
gonna hit 300 here very quickly.
on Kirei. 5 stacks for Kirei right now, if you were wondering. On Kindred. Looking at Altec, clearing up those waves, getting close to 300 CS with that 3-0 score. He'll be able to finish up his rapid fire or static if he so chooses. And 1 minute onto that Dragon. So Dragon number 2 for Dig, 3 for NRG. Not really a huge boon for either team just yet, but it'd be a great place to fight if you are ready for it. The wards are for Dignitas right now. This Baron, however, holds a bit more priority and could easily be where the fight starts and ends.
Ghosty's coming out. 6.5% 6.25% your current health on every Kindred auto attack due to those stacks. There isn't like a super main tank on the enemy team, but it will work really nicely against Chris. Fioras do stack a lot of health, not so much armor, so that's really the ideal target there. Kirei can just focus frontline as Kindred. You don't want to be diving back. You want to try and stay safe, focus the frontline, save your ultimate to try and save Altec. Here we go again. Ultimate from Kiwi Kid down.
You get a good laser over there. Combined with this smite.
Going for the steal.
The Q is in, the Q is on. He's gonna have to take it before it wears off. The Q's off, he goes in. That's gonna be the laser steal from GBM. Baron gets taken by NRG. And Dig is left wondering right now. Smitty very low. The split push by Chris now in the bottom lane. It's a 4v5 at Baron. That's gonna be Kiwi Kid going down first. They lose Smitty J as well. Shrimp and GBM on the floor, but if they have Baron, they can peel off, fight another day, and make this work.
Altec saw that Malphite ultimate coming, flashed it, and then took out the bottom side. Tank line down. They bought time for Chris to take the inhibitor. That's a 2-for-1 right there. Very, very impressive from NRG. GBM gets the Baron steal in his first North American LCS game. With the assist from Chris. Or, I mean, with the assist from Shrimp.
Shrimp, right. Making it work.
Chris kind of helped too with the split push, I guess. But man, Altec destroying this team fight. This is a 4 versus 5 team fight. Altec takes down Smitty J so low with the culling. Allows Shrimp to get out. Kindred ultimate down, they communicate. Waiting for the Malphite ultimate. Boom, flashes it. Shifter and Apollo actually definitely need to be respected right now. You can't get too close there. Dignitas claiming some for themselves.
Some pretty good score lines across the board. Each team has a player they can capitalize on. You have Shifter at 4-1-5 or Apollo 2-0-4, who's finally picking up the CS. The kills have really helped put him back in the game. He was definitely becoming, as you'd say, a liability without having the damage for his team. But he's starting to stack up now. Still a level low, but still doing all right. On this other side, GBM making big plays. Altec still 3-0-2. Conquan 0-6 has that Mikhail's Crucible if anybody gets into trouble here.
Yep. Altec also now completed the rapid fire cannon. You can get really good poke off with that, the long range auto, and then have the safety to dash back as well. That sucker crits. Pretty big chunk. Gotta be careful with the front line like Alistar Malphite though. That's why it's so impressive for Altec to be 3-0-2 facing a front line like Alistar Malphite. But weaving his way around, and now they're trying to close in with the 1-1-3. A little bit slow to close the gates here. Chris does have teleport.
Smitty's items kind of take on Chris for a moment, but not too long. You can see him immediately backing away on the mini-map here as NRG in the top side pushing 3 strong. Smitty with the ultimate on, and he is challenged to flash forward. The heal there for Chris. This is going to give the other half of the team so much time to mess around with this top inhibitor turret, and hopefully they are getting that damage down. They pull down Anivia as well. Shifter's not able to get any help on the kill, but they do finally get that kill by Kirei on to Chris, and now that inhibitor very much so open. Dignitas turns to the tide, and they try to fight once more. Chaos Storm down onto Apollo. He may go down here. He's trying to get away from it, and GBM is just holding the entire team of Dignitas in a line. Shrimp goes in. That's the respite. They're going to be able to stay alive on that one. Very nicely done, and they are going for the inhibitor.
Yep, that might even be Nexus. Nah, probably not. But man, they just wrecked the Dignitas base here. It's in shambles. Very easy to go capitalize. Chris, very strong split pushing. We finally see the Fiora come out on bottom side. Takes the attention of 3 members, kills 1, takes the Malphite ultimate down, and gets his body. And also gets the flash out of the Kindred. The average Baron power play.
Yep. Just around 3,100.
But man, they have really taken control of the map now. It's just straight line down mid here for NRG. You don't even have to commit either. You don't have to commit very hard. Don't try and initiate with some crazy move from Shrimp. Just keep up the pressure, hold back with the minion waves, and just wait for the minion waves to take their toll. They're so much stronger now. Ooh, nice flash. As we know though, Shrimp gonna take this one, and he's gonna hover on the edge of that Kindred ultimate. Ah, yes. very much. With the added healing of Janna as well. Back up
Yeah,
half.
nice synergy there. So NRG knows they have control. Some little late game buys here as they put a few fun things in. The captain boots for Conquan to stay up front. You see that on Janna's usually once you get towards that late game and you have a few extra dollars to throw in to keep these fights in your favor. Shrimp getting big, finally getting some magic resistance and more HP under his belt. A lot of Quicksilver sashes we see coming out now. Well, there's 2. That's more than 1, so I'll say a lot. Altec and Chris are going to have those, so much harder to shut down those damage sources as well as they enter into the base.
All right, let's see if they can do it. Yeah, playing it safe. Hover with the minion wave.
Could look for a big ult here, Kobe. Maybe a flash, unstoppable force. That's still up. There's Kiwi Kid with one of those hits.
Man.
Headbutt Pulverize goes in off of his flash. That's one hit on GBM and Shrimp. That's the kill they needed. A big shutdown for wave clear is not there anymore, and GBM cannot keep the team in front of this base.
Oh, he was looking for that.
The HP bars of Dignitas may, however, be able to do that alone. The home guards, remember, are up for Dig. There may not be much time here for NRG to stay, and they may push themselves a little too hard. Getting the turret, they know they had the time for that, and now they're going to hightail it out of there.
Yeah, that time was a nice Kindred ultimate from Puree. To save his own life. And Dignitas grab, again, single kill for themselves, but end up losing another inhibitor turret, the last inhibitor turret. There's a strong breeze flowing through the base.
Yeah. And look at what actually the levels in this game mean. Smitty J is still 15, which means he's not getting that last level of ultimate. That was only that level 11 damage, and Chris is 17.
We saw Chris just all over him.
Yep.
Trashing him down with that split push.
Made it real difficult. You said if he could get a bit of an early edge on the Malphite, then that's really how it would work in their favor. And with the way things were going back and forth, Chris was really easily able to stay in lane a lot more and make things happen for himself. It's paid off greatly. He got that Titanic Hydra very early and has been wreaking havoc, staying about 60 CS ahead, along with his 80 carry over Apollo.
Yeah. Altec, man, you just can't grab Altec. Even with the Flash Alistar combo, even with the Malphite ultimates, Altec is so quick with his Flash. They haven't caught him.
Now they're forced to do some blind checking, which can get very dangerous. They're only doing it when they know probably won't cost them their life, but it still could be a moment for NRG to grab that much more of an advantage. Dragon number 4 as well puts that timer on the game, and all about Baron now. We'll see if
you can hear the crowd begin to groan as Dignitas head over to Baron again. NRG on the way. They've got a pink ward inside. Dignitas last-ditch effort. They've got little hope. They're just going to go for it.
Kiwi. Oh, who does he stop?
Can he save it?
There's people everywhere around him.
Are you kidding me?
Did that just happen?
Hit by Mom, GBM.
He ghosted in to make sure they could make the play happen. Another Baron steal by GBM. NRG now wreaking havoc on the map in the jungle of Dignitas, and they're going to make their way down the middle. An inhibitor to take down. They go around the horn to the bottom side. They don't even need minions there yet. They have the power play advantage.
Worth there from GBM does end up going down, and they cut the chance short. But this should be NRG finishing the game. All inhibitors down, Baroned up super minions. And Dignitas need to make a play now. They're going for it.
They look to be going quite hard here. Smitty's ultimate is halfway from being up, so it's all about the run chase here. The kite happening. Altec throws down the heal. That's going to help as well. Conquan get a little speed to get out. That means Captain can get in front. That means everybody else has more speed. Chris is going to stay. He wants to play a little more.
Ooh, long game.
Where are you, GBM?
Oh, man. I want to see the Baron health. Raise it up. Oh, 800, 730. He definitely could have got that. That's definitely in smite range, I think, for 15. Let me see. 15. Yeah, level 15 is a 900, or that's 16. So very close there.
Yeah, he didn't. You can see he didn't even get his smite off, so it wasn't early or anything either. And then GBM, little ham dog, gets in there, gets himself taken down, but the team knew they had some extra time to play with.
This is already a Gank by Mom classic. One game into the North American LCS, stealing Baron with a single ability.
And for Dignitas as well. The roster may change, but the curses do not. The Baron curse still lives on. Unfortunate. 10-12 though, the game still lives, it still breathes, and so does Dignitas. They're trying to repair their base, a 8,000 gold deficit as it ticks up a bit here to 62K for Dig. But it's not looking good, especially if NRG wants to grab that last dragon and make this hurt even more. They're looking for the top one first, as Chris is going to go ahead and take the bottom lane to himself.
All right, Dignitas, what else you got left in you? They need to make a big play onto Altec, one of those flash Malphite ults or flash Alistar combos.
That's up now. That ult was not up for the last engage now, bot.
Can they take him out? The longer they wait, the worse it gets. They're playing on Chris here, but he gets away.
QSS used top. QSS still up for Altec on that 80 carry. Spooky Ghosts go out to try and deter any engage. Let these siege minions do work.
Chris is at it again.
Ooh. Oh, oh! Oh, he takes it, but that's a lot just for Chris. That's going to give up the inhibitor. Chris is doing a lot of work being a nuisance on the bottom side of this map right now. They have the disengage from Conquan if things get a little sticky, but they have to be careful.
Are they going to get the other inhibitor first? Just rotate over. Baron buff has run out. Dignitas holding on. They're barely.
Who do they want? What are they looking for? My eyes are on Altec and GBM right now. Shifter and Apollo already standing next to each other. Kiwi Kid getting hit. Apollo actually on the backside still, but there's minions in his way. He can't get the Qs across. GBM down to half HP as Shrimp now the one in the middle of the fight. They can't hit Smitty J hard enough to take him down, but he's also not trading any damage back or really any crowd control. Nexus turrets are going down. The focus is there. The flash forward from Shifter trying to get in with Apollo. Apollo's got no mana, and he's on the front line as he finally gets away. Fighting Altec left and right. Lucian ultimate coming out. There's the last hit from his passive, and it's going to be Kiwi Kid. He's down next. NRG looking at one last Nexus turret, but they're being pushed and thrown around by Smitty and Shifter. And it looks like Keyray is back up. They're not going to be able to end just yet. There was too much back and forth, and they played with their food. They get pushed off the dinner table, but Chris is back. He teleports into the fight. It's going to be Shifter going down. Can he drop Smitty as well? They have the pen. They can take him down. He's in the party tent, and he is partying his life away. GBM does stay alive, and they're going to be able to take down the Nexus finally after an extended fight. 16-16 on the kill board, but it's going to be 40 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock for NRG to take down Dignitas.
Woo, these games. Woo. Very long. Chris and
Hot
GBM
damn.
stand alone at the end at the Nexus.
Definitely using the Chris and Shrimp one-day play very well.
Oh, man. I feel bad.
What
for Shrimp.
plays?
That was brutal early game.
Yeah, very. He had to stick with that. It was not fun for him. Points to Keyray for really bringing up a great early game for Dignitas here. The camaraderie all around between the teams. These guys know what the offseason was about and how much passion they have to come back and play against each other. And man, we saw it in 3 games already today. That was fantastic.
Definitely going the distance